WCVB TV, Boston. Now, this is Newscenter 5. Coverage you can count on.
Another winter storm is heading our way, packing a wintry mix of snow, rain, and ice. Dick has the details from the Weather Center. Exclusive state police memos warned of an impending disaster. Last February's fatal crash had been prevented. On special assignment, a victim of an uninsured driver tells his story, and some high-tech help for harried holiday shoppers. Chuck Kramer's Christmas card from the cutting edge. Good evening. Our weekly dose of winter weather is aiming for New England once again tonight.
Take your picks. Snow, sleet, rain. We'll see it tomorrow. It's a slow-moving system that will take its time getting through the region. The same storm blanketed the Chicago area today. Right now, it doesn't look like the morning commute in Boston is in jeopardy, but the rest of the day is in question. Dick Albert joins us from the Weather Center.
Well, Natalie, let's take a look at this latest radar situation here. And up to the minute, we have basically an area of snow that's moving towards the east at a pretty good clip. Should be in the Albany area and New York City area before dawn, but we should be spared the morning commute. But then when we come between 9 and noon in the afternoon and evening, it's going to be a different story tomorrow. So when you get up in the morning, basically, there could be some snow flurries along the coast during that morning commute, but most of us are going to be cloudy. The snow is still going to be to the west and south, but it's going to get very slippery here tomorrow afternoon and evening. More details, and the question will be answered as to how much snow we're going to get in a few minutes. Natalie?
Okay, Dick, as always, we'll have more on the weather situation tomorrow. You can get the latest forecast and learn what there is in the way of school delays or closings on Newscenter 5's Eye Opener beginning at 5.
The tragic end to a tragic story tonight. A little boy from Boston who fell through the ice last weekend has died. 7-year-old Billy Doherty. He clung to life after spending 30 minutes underwater last weekend. He fell through the thin ice of a Hyde Park pond while he was sledding with friends. He never recovered. Billy Doherty died tonight at Children's Hospital. A similar case on Cape Cod tonight. 9-year-old Russell Bickle of Dennis is in guarded condition after he fell through some thin ice that covered a pond on the Cape.
There's new information tonight about the state police helicopter crash that killed 4 people last February. Newscenter 5 exclusively has obtained documents warning of increasing safety concerns by the state police pilots themselves. Now, this comes after the NTSB harshly criticized yesterday the Massachusetts State Police for poor training, poor supervision of its air wing. Newscenter 5's Steve Sprasia has these exclusive details.
Since 1991, memos from members of the State Police Air Wing warned their superiors there was a safety crisis within the unit, a unit which the National Transportation Safety Board says was badly unsupervised.
A wing would denote some semblance of order and control, and obviously there was absolutely no order and no control in this operation.
The memos we obtained showed the pilots repeatedly asked for more training in accident prevention, aviation safety management, and advanced pilot training. Those requests were routinely denied by Colonel Charles Henderson, now head of the state police. Some troopers believe the accident would have never happened if that training had been given.
We believe it could have been prevented with the proper training of the officers as they requested. And I believe in the documents that you have there is something very telling. One of the documents is from Trooper Metalliano himself.
That 1991 memo from the trooper talks of it being a final attempt to force my superiors to act so that a possible accident can be prevented. The Secretary of Public Safety says that she endorsed requests for more training and is now looking at why there was no management oversight.
This office has commissioned a management study of the Department of State Police that started several months ago to determine if there were, or if there continue to be inefficiencies that need to be addressed head on.
The NTSB is also very angry it never knew about the pilot memos during its investigation of the crash.
The fact that they don't have this information would trouble me a great deal.
So bad was the situation with the State Police Air Wing, the NTSB says had it been a commercial operation, it would have lost its license to operate. Steve Sprasia, Newscenter 5 tonight.
Tonight, Governor Weld has asked President Clinton to declare the Malden Mills fire scene in Methuen a federal disaster area that would allow federal money to help in the rebuilding. 12 victims of that fire still hospitalized, 8 of them critical. Help of all kinds is pouring in, including a visit from Bernard Cardinal Law. Newscenter 5's Dan Lothian has more live now from Methuen.
Well, that's right, Chet. You know, it's just amazing how this community has really come together since this fire and explosion. They've been helping each other here in Methuen, and help has been coming from other communities as well. Some folks tell me that they are simply overwhelmed by all this generosity, and as you mentioned, some more support tonight came from Cardinal Law.
Yeah, okay, great.
Cardinal Bernard Law, walking door to door, sharing hope and prayers with a community touched by a devastating fire.
Let me say a prayer with you.
Oh,
and we'll give you a big blessing.
Oh, I need it.
The Cardinal has also met with victims of Monday's explosion and fire, those who were injured, and those who escaped without their jobs. Cardinal Law is spearheading an effort to raise support for a community with many needs.
These are human beings, and they're our brothers and sisters, and there's a particular need, and I think we have an obligation to respond to that.
Back at Malden Mills, the fire continues to burn, fueled by a gas line that can't be shut off, and by flammable materials that can't be reached.
It's just going to take a while. Everything has to be pulled apart, and we have to get in and see where it's burning and then put that out.
Meanwhile, displaced workers are trying to survive, picking up their last company paychecks for now. The next step is unemployment.
It's going to be tough for a lot of people,
But the future appears much brighter because the company's owner is promising to restart some production at the textile mill within 30 days.
Surely 2/3 of the people. Hopefully we're working on the last third now, and we'll figure that out as well.
Now, tomorrow morning at a nearby school, some of the hourly paid employees will be meeting with the company's owner to talk about wages and benefits. We don't know all the details of what that meeting will be about, but that's tomorrow. Also tomorrow, officials with the gas company as well as firefighters will be back here to try and put out this fire. That's the latest from Methuen. Dan Lothian reporting live. Now, Natalie, back to you.
Thank you, Dan. Tonight, President Clinton is on his way to Paris, where he will witness tomorrow's signing of the Bosnian peace accord. The president left the White House earlier this evening, even as debate continued on the Senate floor over sending American troops to enforce the agreement.
We must say no when there is a bad decision that will cost American lives.
In the war that I well remember that got me into politics, the Vietnam War, we said give peace a chance in those days. And I think give peace a chance has not lost its meaning in this circumstance.
Tonight, the Senate has approved funding the Bosnian mission. Still up for action are two resolutions offering lukewarm support. The peace treaty signing ceremony is expected to take place at approximately 5:40 a.m. our time tomorrow morning. You can see it live here on Channel 5 and ABC.
A possible break tonight in the Arizona Amtrak sabotage case. The FBI is investigating a suspect. This man, 32-year-old John Olin, is reportedly the lead suspect in the deadly derailment. Agents raided his California home today but wouldn't say what they were looking for. Olin has not been arrested or charged and vehemently denies any connection with the derailment. One person died when the Sunset Limited ran off the tracks in the Arizona desert.
Next on Newscenter 5, news of a breakthrough treatment that can prevent the damaging effects of stroke in many patients. That story from the Health Beat.
And on special assignment, hard luck and what some would call a flawed system aren't nearly enough to silence the song In This Man's Heart.
Software for a holiday gift from thousands of titles. How in the world is an adult going to choose? I'll have a little bit of advice coming up.